channel. Hi, my name is Aileen and I'm a certified Pilates instructor from Miami. Currently at 9 a.m. I'm getting ready to go film some classes for my online studio. So I woke up today around 7 a.m. to do my little morning wellness routine, and then I'm also making homemade sourdough bread today, so I had to wake up early to do the first step. I'm going to be leaving in about 10 minutes to go film one class today. I usually film 2 classes, but today I'm just going to be doing one class. It should take about 35 to 40 minutes. And then after I'm done filming that class, I'm going to be filming some content for Instagram. I have a 3-month membership with this studio, but I have only a couple of sessions left for my monthly membership. I will likely renew it once the membership ends so I can continue to film classes, but I've mentioned this on Instagram. I basically wear the same exact outfit to film for this entire course. I honestly figured it would just be easier to not have to plan a new outfit every time I want to film a class. Like, this outfit is honestly very comfortable for me to film in, and I wanted to take as much thinking out of everything that I already do for my online studio. I didn't want to have to plan, oh, did I already wear this outfit? And oh my gosh, I have to buy a new set every time I want to film. Like, no. So I'm just wearing the same outfit, and I've only got like 2 classes left for this course. So once this course ends and I'm done filming it, I'll definitely wear a new outfit for the next course I'm going to be filming, which is going to be like a back to basics beginner type course. Last night I started thinking about a little series that I can put together for golfers for Instagram, and I'll give you guys a little glimpse of what it's like for posting on Instagram when it comes to Pilates related content. And there's so much content that's already out there, but how it works, at least in my mind, is I think of a goal that I want to achieve. So like one of my recent posts was helping golfers with balance in their golf swing. So I thought of exercises that could really help golfers with their balance, and then I put together the post based off of just filming those specific exercises, doing them myself, making sure that it works, and then putting together the amount of reps that the person will do. So last night I had another thought on something I can put together. So I'm going to be filming that after I film the class, and it really got me thinking that in one of my upcoming sessions that I have at the studio, I'm gonna film in bulk like a full library of all of the exercises that I can possibly think of, so that when I think of the sequences that I want to post to Instagram, I have a library of the content to choose from, and I basically just have to pull the exercises that I want to put it together rather than having to film the exercises every time. I'm sure it's not going to work totally because there's no way I'll be able to do all of the exercises and film it, but it is something I'm planning to film in the next couple of weeks. I think it'll honestly just help streamline my Instagram content, and it'll just help me with posting, and it'll save me some time. So once I get home from filming the classes later, I am going to be doing a little bit of work on the computer. I have some stuff to do, and then I have to take a continuing education course. So I am certified by the NPCP, the National Pilates Certification Program, and every 2 years, if you want to keep your certification active, you need to have 16 continuing education credits. My certification is up for renewal on March 3rd. I think it's March 3rd or March 7th. I don't know, one of those. Sometime in the beginning of March. And I only have right now 13 credits, 13 or 14. So I'm taking a course this afternoon. It's online. So once I get home, I'll probably eat, shower, get a little bit of work done, and then take that course. It is a 4-hour course, and it gives me 4 credits. Once I'm done taking the course, then I get my little certification of completion, and I'm gonna submit my renewal for my certification. I figured today I'm gonna be vlogging. I'm also making the homemade sourdough bread. If you know me, you know I'm all about fueling my body with pretty whole and natural foods. I don't really like to add a lot of ingredients, and my favorite thing about my homemade sourdough bread is there's literally the least amount of ingredients you can think of. It's this starter, water, flour, and then a little bit of salt. So there's no sugar in it, which I honestly love. I'm honestly thinking lately about making homemade almond milk as well. And then I have seeds to grow my own microgreens, so I think that's pretty fun. All right, so anyways, let's go ahead and take my dog Pongo for a little spin around the neighborhood, and then we'll head to the studio together to film a Pilates class. And the sun is coming out. It was like so gloomy this morning, so it's so nice that it's becoming a sunny day in Miami today. hard because I want everything to be lined up, and I don't want the mat to be crooked. I don't want the air filters to show at the top, and then I want even on the sides of this beautiful wall. I think I got it. Just gotta set up my mic now. Okay, so when I plan a mat class, typically how it works is I have this course, it's an 18-hole course, it's called Reform, and I think of the overall course and the goal for the course first, right? So I have an overarching goal that I want to achieve with these 18 Pilates classes. And from that overarching goal, I basically categorize different focuses to do on each class. It's kind of been a good flow in terms of progression, starting from the first couple of classes leading up to the classes that I'm filming now towards the end. Once I lay out what I want each class and each theme of each class to be, then from there I start building out the exercises. So for the class today specifically, I decided that we're gonna start standing because we haven't started a class standing in about 4 classes. So I always like to start the body in a different position, even though Pilates is a lot of like the same type of exercises, right? You've got the 100, you've got the series of 5, roll up, the roll over, swan, your side kicks. You've got the base of the exercises, but you want to keep it fresh. You want to keep the clients feeling like it's a brand new class every time. And you can achieve that by how you cue and how you lay out the classes. So today we're going to start standing. From that standing position, I basically lay out all the exercises that I want to do, and then have a good flow from starting standing, then going into a plank position, then maybe quadruped, then down to prone, then sideline, then seated, and then all the way to supine. So you're taking the body through all these different planes of motions, all these different positions, still tying into the overarching goal. Typically when I have 2 classes that I want to film, it's a little bit harder to kind of memorize what I'm going to be teaching, but since I'm filming 1 class today, I always test out my classes before I film them. So earlier this week, I tested out exactly what I'm going to be filming today. I wanted to make sure that it worked after I finished planning it, and it was good to go. I liked how the flow was, I liked how it felt, and now I'm ready to film it. So that's a little glimpse of what it's like to film a mat Pilates class for an online studio. So I've got my mic set up, I've got all my equipment set up. I'm gonna take off my shoes and we're gonna start filming. I always get a little bit nervous like right before I start filming, which I think shows how much I care and how much I love what I do, and I think that the nerves are good, but I really just want the class to come out good, and that's all I can hope for, right? I don't even know if you can see me down here. You're not going to need anything for this class other than your mat, and we're going to get started standing at the back edge of our mat with our feet hip distance apart. Take a deep inhale and start to reach both arms up overhead. Take yourself out into a plank. 2, drop the knees, and then we place our forearms down on the mat with your wrists aligned with the elbows. Flex the foot deeply, step the right foot back, and drive the leg out to your left side. Skipping center. From here, we'll roll onto our bellies, extending our legs nice and long behind us. Left arm forward, come all the way up and come into a seated position, switch to the left. Once your head places down on the mat, we curl up, we reach, twist and look over your left shoulder, and you're all set. I hope that you enjoyed this class, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, that was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but I just finished filming class. It ended up being about 36 minutes, I think, and then I filmed some content for Instagram. I'm out of breath, I'm tired, but I'm gonna go ahead and pack this place up so I can go home and eat some lunch. I typically have my mom's homemade vegetable soup for lunch, but today I was craving eggs, so eggs it is. Art. Kinda looks like Pongo's paw.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so before I shower, I'm gonna do the next step of the sourdough bread. But if you watched my last vlog a couple of weeks ago, you know that I'm planning an Instagram giveaway. It's gonna be like a Pilates and golf wellness package. So I just got a couple more items in the mail a couple of days ago, and I'm gonna show you one of them that I'm so excited about. I have everything in my tote bag for now, and then I think that next week when I go to film my next Pilates class, I'm also gonna film a little like video putting all the items on a table or something so that I can use that as the post for the giveaway. I ended up getting these electrolytes from this brand Powders. All of the ingredients are only the good stuff. It's supposed to be super natural. And then the same company, I got collagen powder because it's going to be like a wellness package. And then in the last video you saw all the other stuff like the sweat towel, the crew socks, the golf balls. The only thing missing that hasn't come in the mail yet is the magic circle, but I ended up getting the Stanley Cup in the mail with my logo, so I'm so excited about it. I think it's so pretty. It's the same one that I have, except mine is just a little more beige. I don't know if that's because it's dirty or because it came like that. I actually don't even know now. But anyways, so the logo that they sent me is actually like a little messed up. I don't know if you can see, but like on the P and the little icon, it's like a little unlined. I don't know if that makes sense, but the rest of the logo is completely fine. It's more so this part where there's like little lines. So I messaged Stanley because this wasn't cheap and I paid for it cash out of my own business for this giveaway. So I was like, hello, can you please help me? Can we fix this? And they're going to be sending me a replacement. So I figured the replacement I'm going to give to the winner of the giveaway because it's going to be hopefully correct. And then I'm going to keep this one for myself, even though it's a little messed up. I don't think anyone will really notice. So then I'll have a little branded cup to walk around in. I just don't want to use it yet until the new one arrives, just in case for whatever reason. I signed up for an 8 a.m. reformer Pilates class tomorrow that I'm on the wait list for. I honestly hope someone decides to get lazy and cancels their session so that I can go to the class. So let's see if that ends up happening. Today really made me realize when I was filming the class that I love filming my mat Pilates classes. Like, I'm so passionate about it, but I honestly love the mix of teaching in person and teaching online. I don't think I could do one without the other. Like, I need to see my clients in person, and I love teaching on the equipment as well, but I also love teaching virtually and mat Pilates. So I think that having both of them is like honestly the perfect mix. I really can't imagine myself teaching only mat online. I need to see my clients. Hopefully one day I can have like my own equipment in my home and my home studio where I can see my clients. That would be honestly like a dream come true. Realistically speaking, like years and years and years away because equipment is very expensive and I have other priorities for my business. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now, have my coffee and make my sourdough bread so I can get to work and take my continuing education course because it's already 12 p.m. Just made some matcha for some afternoon fuel. It's actually really yummy matcha. One of my clients brought it from Japan for me. My brother actually lives in Japan and he's recommended a couple of matcha brands before. I like it to taste basically chalky. I don't like the sweetness taste. I don't like to taste the milk. I want to taste the matcha, and this one is so good. It's almost 3 p.m. and honestly, I am still not done working. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the continuing education course today. Like, I just don't think I'm going to have the mental capacity to sit down for a 4-hour course right now at a 3 p.m. on a Friday. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably get to it maybe over the weekend. If I have a slower weekend, I'll log in and start the course. But likely Monday morning, I'm just gonna wake up early, have my coffee, and sit down to knock the course out before the beginning of the week next week so I can submit my certification for renewal. I also just have more stuff to do for work, so I'm just gonna basically work until my mind gives out. And I think that is a plus of being an entrepreneur and a business owner, that I can basically set my own schedule. So I'll probably work today until about like 4:30 or 5, but realistically, like if I wanted to stop working right now, I technically could. It would just mean that next week I'd probably have a busier week to make up for the stuff that I still want to get done for the rest of today. I'm just gonna see how I feel. I'm pretty exhausted, and I also feel like my mind has been in a million places today, from going to the studio to film, to then coming home, making the bread, and then working, and then also vlogging. I just can't wrap my head around sitting down for a 4-hour course. Still not off of the wait list for the reformer Pilates class. Fingers crossed for me. There's still time for people to cancel, so let's see. I hope I can go take that class tomorrow morning. I really did have high hopes today for taking that continuing education course, but it is 6:10 p.m. and I still didn't even finish everything that I wanted to do for work, so it turned out to be a really busy day. Eating dinner now. We're having steak, vegetables, and avocado. And I've got my little Poppy. I normally have Poppy on the weekends only. I don't like that it has added sugar, so I actually make my own homemade version of Poppy that I think honestly tastes just as good. It's an apple cider vinegar based cocktail. For the weekends, I just make it simple and I have Poppies. I've never air fried onions before. I usually saute them, but I put the carrots typically in the air fryer and they always come out so good, like little carrot chips. So I figured today I'm gonna try putting the onions inside and see how that comes out. I hope it comes out good. But anyways, if you liked this video, I hope that you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I post weekly Pilates and health related videos. I'll be wrapping up this vlog here. Since I didn't take the continuing education course on Friday, it actually worked out great because I found this live workshop that's happening this morning. It's Sunday, February 11th, and it's a 3-hour workshop. So it's live. I'm getting ready to log in now. It worked out great that I didn't end up doing the other continuing education course because this one seems very interesting to me, so I'm very excited to take it. I've got my mat all set up right here. It is going to be a full apparatus training, but I obviously don't have the equipment in my house, so I'm just going to be using my mat. And then I've got my iPad and my computer so that I can take notes. Now I'm really going to be wrapping up this vlog here. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!